This episode is already hard enough to try to get into, so let's just jump right in. What's going on, fans? This is your favorite YouTuber, your favorite doctoral student, your favorite future professor, and vessel of the savior of the human race. No, I'm kidding. But it's me, and I have debated on this topic for as long as I can imagine. Yesterday, I got the suggestion that I do talk about my first love. And first love to me represents something totally different than what most people would think of. And it's hard to talk about, but I'm going to do my best. You guys need to know the story. For the sake of identity, I call her the lady because that's what I always called her. Long time ago, we met when we were 10. She was one of the girls that basically, she was really pretty. Like, you couldn't tell her that she was ugly. That would be blasphemy. That she was beautiful. And she radiated. She was glowing. But she wasn't like other girls. She wasn't snobby or elitist. She was down to earth. And she didn't mind, hanging out pretty much with anybody. She got along with everybody. And that's the kind of woman she was. So when I met her, I instantly became friends, and I instantly had a crush on her, but I never did tell her, until later. Throughout the first 3 years that we knew each other, she basically read me like a book, kind of like how I read people now. And she was there for a good bit of it. The dark days, the days filled with light, the days I had doubts, the anger, the rage. She knew how to help me manage it. One word was all it took most days. And I'd snap back to reality. She was like my anchor. And all the while, when the years kept passing, my feelings for her got stronger. They got so strong that it was hard to contain at first. I was literally walking around like a space heater. Not because of, just my natural constitution of being hot, but I was hot with love. And one day, I knew I was in love. It just kind of happened all of a sudden. I knew, okay, this must be how falling in love feels rather than just loving someone. And yeah, so one day, we were about 13, hanging out. And I stepped away for a while just to kind of, see what else was going on. And I come back and she's coughing up blood. I go get her brother, and he tells me that she pretty much has been diagnosed with cancer since she was born. And I asked myself the question, how does that work out? Like, how does that come into play? And It wasn't meant for me to understand that, but it made me love her even harder. And every day, I contemplated telling her the truth, telling her how I truly felt about her, things of that nature. It got worse. Eventually, in March, she had to go to the hospital, March of 2007. And I finally told her. I didn't realize that this would be the last conversation that we would have. And so she would say, "What took you so long?" And not gonna lie, I wished I told her sooner. Because she felt everything that she felt from everything that she felt, it was the same. What I felt for her, what she felt for me, it was mutual. Very mutual. Like, this was the woman that was supposed to be my wife. I was supposed to have had my third child right about now. And living happily ever after, or at least close to it. But her condition got worse, and 20 minutes later, my heart stops. And it felt like the rhythm was off. And for about 15 seconds, dead silence. I come back to, she's gone. My brother tells me, and it was awful. I couldn't go back. I couldn't go to her funeral. I couldn't do it. I couldn't face up to the fact that she was gone. The one woman that I loved, that loved me back the same. I couldn't face her. I couldn't accept the fact that she was gone. And I spent the better half of 9-10 years in mourning. I did unspeakable things just to try to leave here, to try to make things. I tried to forget her, but I can't. And this is not to discredit any woman I've ever dated. This is not to discredit you. This is just an acknowledgement that there was somebody at one point in time who I undeniably had this connection to. It was unique. And it'll never be the same. And I really want y'all to understand, if you got somebody that you love, let them know what's up. Talk to them. I don't care what state of mind y'all are in, talk to them. If it means, taking a few hours or a day or two to cool off, talk to them, because life is short. I make a lot of jokes and I talk about different things and stuff, but life really is short. You never know who is gonna go and how or when. So those of you that are with someone, remind them, whether it's by words or actions or emojis. Let them know. Be like, hey, I love you, I miss you, I love being around you. I'm not all that good with my words when it comes to that. I'm just gonna be honest. I'd prefer to be like a dog, just be all up under. I kind of lost I lost my itch for the words when she passed. For those of y'all that have lost someone that you was truly in love with, I'm right there with y'all. You know, you can have a little bit of my strength. And I hope that, everybody will take this into account and do what you got to do. Oh, and one more thing. Those of y'all that are out there that want to tell somebody how you feel, but you're scared, it's okay. It's okay to be scared. I was scared many times in my life. And I think that's going to practically be everybody at some point, but carpe diem. Seize the moment, seize the day. Tell them how you feel. Try. I mean, it doesn't have to be just words, at least spoken anyway. It can be something else. Just make sure you get the point across. And I thank God that I was able to do this, to basically tell my side of the story. Although her side will never be known to anybody, I want people to know that there was somebody out there who made me feel like I wasn't scum or less than. Somebody did care about me in that way when I was younger. And someday her prophecy is going to be true. And I hang on to that every day. For now, smile, make jokes, make the world around you better. Because at the end of the day, that's how you honor the memory of those who have passed on. And that's the promise that I've kept to Marie ever since. I've made a promise that I will keep laughing. I would keep making jokes. I would do whatever it takes to enjoy the happiness and to fight the depression, fight the pain. I won't let it swallow me up. I won't let it beat me. No matter how close I get to ending it all, I won't let it beat me. So, this has been another Silvertongue production. Subscribe, share my channel, and stay prayed up. I do. And most of all, be blessed. I'll be back with some humor soon and some encouraging word or just something to you.